Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rick's BLAZIN takes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Yo, SimWorld, what it do? Rick Blaze. Another episode of Rick's BLAZIN takes. It's Friday, man. Happy Friday to all my people. This is the last work day for some of you guys. You get to ball and parlay and relax over the weekend. Juneteenth, Father's Day is coming up. I would say a happy Father's Day in case I don't talk to you guys again, but I'm talking. No, today was Friday. I won't be talking to you guys again. I've been doing this thing all week long. I forgot. Saturday, Sunday, I rest. Me and Christ, we rest on our Sabbaths. So happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. Basically to all those guys with the weak pullout game. Happy Father's Day to you. This is your treat. Make sure you at least get the big piece of chicken. Also, happy Juneteenth. Let me get that out the way first, so I don't forget. Let's dive into the games from last night. Starting off first with Atlantis and Raymond Trays. Jafet Towns has been a monster lately offensively for Raymond Trays. But you know who's played better than that? Team Atlantis. They played a really good game yesterday and beat Raymond Trays, who've been playing really good as well, handily. Raymond Trays struggling right now. They dropped 2 out of their last 3. I know they came back to back, but this is how it goes in SimWorld. You got to be ready to play, and Atlantis is ready to play. As a matter of fact, these segments, these episodes coming to you fresh. I'm recording it right now this morning. On the Friday. So I also know that Atlantis won today and beat Africa. So Atlantis is on the heater. They got something to prove. They're trying to do something. I've been saying how that good that Blaine kid is. The team is looking good overall, though. Theo, I'm not finna try to say his first name. Theo. You're the Theo guy. He has been playing well. The whole team has. So shout out to Atlantis, who's getting it done. The North versus Latin America. Marsh tried to get some North Juju going. He did for a while, but reality struck. And so now that the clock is strike 12 and the North has turned back into pumpkins, they're back to how they started, and Latin America got a much-needed victory as well. ATL is in Indy, man. That's the game that was on SimWorld TV last night. I mean, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I already told y'all I don't think Indy is it. I know a lot of people believe in Indy and they talk about their firepower. That's fine. But one thing we know about basketball is you're not going to always shoot a good percentage every night. But we know what you can do well every night. Play defense. You know what you can do well every night? Get stops, hustle, offensive glass, loose balls, smart plays. I can do that every night, no matter how my jump shot is or is not falling. Again, I think this Indy team just relies on the offense to be able to pull them out of the games. And at some point in time, all the best teams has to get a stop. You have to get a stop to consider yourself a formidable team. And ATL look really good. Let me give them some credit. They look really good. My man Mahmoud has been balling. They play really good team ball, and I say ATL is gonna get that one of those 8 spots. They're looking like they're trying to fight for it. They're not in it alone, but I like their effort. Yacht Club versus Beasts of the East. Yeah, next. Originators beat Asia Pacific. Originators is a really good squad. Like I said, they don't really have any flaws to their game as a team. Let me back up just a little bit. Beasts of the East played a really good game. They did what they're supposed to have done. Let me not just – the game was so bad I don't want to talk about it. But let me not just steamroll completely over it. Shout out to Beasts of the East for getting it done. Coach Drayton's team. Yacht Club, I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. This team needs to be clinically diagnosed as bipolar. This is a bipolar team. I don't know what's going on, but they can't get it together. All right, now I'm back.
Originators, very solid team. Asia Pacific have been playing well. Usually ran into a buzzsaw. The Originators is the truth. They are tops in their division for a reason. Showtime versus Europe. Oh my God, the game of the night. I had the pleasure of calling that game. What a great game by both ball clubs. This Europe team is not one to sleep on or play with. You come into the game against Europe and you're not ready to play, they're showing you will get dismantled. What a game. What a great shot. What a great finish. Crazy. Corey Yams with a great stop and then got the rebound in some kind of way. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if he got tickled. If Vekic, got the ball. That was a great matchup between Vekic and Yams. That was a really, really good matchup. I saw somebody say it in the on YouTube in the thread. That was a classic. I agree. That was two guys, a defensive-minded guy against an offensive-minded guy, and they went at it. Now, we look at the stats. I know a lot of you guys just look at stats. It's like empty calories. Y'all just count them wrong. Vekic had 18 points, 11 rebounds, which is, when you look at it for face value, is a really good stat line. It's a double-double. 18-11 is solid. But Vekic went 7 for 19, bro. 7 for 19, bro. For those of you who are not good in the math, that's like 37%. That's not good. So shout out to Corey Yams for having a man shoot go 7. You've done, as a defensive player and going against a top player or a team's top player, you've done your job if you have them shooting 37%. You've done your job. Also, Corey had 4 blocks to go along with that. A big steal in the final game. But the winner of this whole thing at the end of the day, Bryce mother freaking James, showing you how it's due, son. First of all, I was going ballistics on the sideline because I can't believe that Bronny was not in the game. However, I did get confirmation. He actually cut his hand on one of those dunks. He had like a billion of them, so I don't know which one. He gashed his finger, opened his hand up. He had to get stitches, so he was not able to return. There was blood, bubble guts, everything all on the sideline. So he split his hand on one of those dunks. On those, most of you guys who've dunked before, you know how that is. You can get your hand either caught on the net or that rim. When you're dunking hard, that rim does not forgive. It's iron, so that's not forgiving. You can hurt yourself being caught up in a moment. Most of us has never dunked before, so you have no idea what I'm talking about. But for those of you who have dunked before, I have maybe like 3 times in my whole life on alley hoops. But that's a different life. So that's what happened. That's why he wasn't in the game. I'm sure Europe was looking for overtime, and Bryce James says, "No, sir. We are going home tonight and sleeping in our own beds. Y'all make that trip disgusting." 20 points for Bryce, 27 for Bronny. Those James brothers comes to ball, and they do it all for sure. Cascada with a much-needed win over Oceana. Cascada, I had them getting to the field of 8. I don't know, man. They up and down. They are a seesaw team for sure. I don't know what I'm going to give a Cascadia, but I know one thing. Arthur Lattimore ain't playing with y'all. 34 points. Give it to him. And lastly, just went off this morning. Atlantis, as I said before, beat SimWorld Africa. I like SimWorld Africa. Let me say something. I'm always going to pull for the team from the motherland. That's just what it's going to be. I'm always pulling for the motherland to do well. I don't think Africa, I'm not saying Africa's going to win the rest. I just think they're going to compete every game. If you coming out there and your team is not ready to play, Africa can beat you, will beat you. I think they have some good keys, some good components that they can make some noise. But we're going to see how it all unfolds. Tune in tomorrow. I'm going to give you my 3 hot takes on what I predict is going to happen this offseason. See y'all there.